here for a reason.
All right, Emperor
We should
Palpatine.
explore our surroundings. There is something here.
Something? Oh, there's something here, all right. Predators. Not small flit darters, but big, mean, nasty predators.
Nevertheless, we should explore our surroundings. And that nearby outpost would be as good a place as any to begin.
Let's head to the outpost then.
Well, if you go, be careful. No telling what other ships were forced down in the battle.
I have a feeling the ship will not be repaired until our business here is concluded. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I understand. What's so important about this place?
This is where the Mandalorian Wars began. She fought here once, and there are things here she must see.
She fought here? Why didn't she say anything?
Do you speak of all your battles? Or are there some you wish to forget?
Journal entry added. Find the outpost. You land on the jungle moon of Dantooine, where the Mandalorian War started from. Kreia says there is no outpost nearby. Maybe you can find some transportation that could get you to Onderon. After a space battle above Onderon, you were forced to land on the jungle moon on Dantooine. You need to find a way to get to the city of Isis on Onderon so you can find the hidden Jedi Master that might be there. Ugh. I could really write it there in my mouth. Oh my god, that video was funny. Lysa, what up?
My life for yours.
Are you alright?
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
That's not what I asked. I asked if you were alright.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh
Ooh.
is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
I didn't mean to hurt you. In medbay, we noticed you have scars. Who hurt you?
The scars are many and the cause is equally so. It is of no importance.
How did you find me?
I felt you.
Kinky.
Heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Ready? You are in no position to permit anything. Ready?
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
Huh. Alright, my life is unimportant. Your master threatens more than just me. I will decide when I'm ready, and I command you to bring me before him. Or do you take him? Your master threatens more than just me.
I cannot. I will not. I would die first, and gladly, to preserve you, untouched,
Kinky.
unharmed. Now that I have found you, I cannot sacrifice what I have found.
If he is behind what has befallen the Jedi, then he must be stopped. I need to find him and kill him before he is a threat to my power. Alright,
You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
why are you doing this for me?
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you
Because I'm
are.
a good person.
And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
If your master has trouble to protect me, how are you able to do it?
There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, The energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force.
Where are your people, your world now?
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
And how would your master destroy your homeworld to kill on such a scale? It's impossible.
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger.
I'm gonna give him a Twinkie.
He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger.
I know a way to...
Those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it.
You know, why don't you just give him a Snicker? That would have helped out rather well. I mean, Snickers satisfy hunger. You know, you've seen the commercials, right? No? Well, then you're dumb. It's not my fault. You should just give him a Snicker. Why did your master destroy Qatar?
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And Qatar, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me.
Yeah. He attacked it because the Jedi had gone there?
He cannot deny his hunger for long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist.
What a fat ass.
And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
Or it may starve him, make him more desperate.
I do not understand what you mean.
Just thinking out loud, why did the Jedi meet on Qatar?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat.
He attacked because the Jedi can't forget it. I have some other questions for you.
I will answer what I can, but my answers may prove useless to you.
Jesus, I hate you. What was your master... Was your master the one that sent... Was your master the one sent to Paragus?
I'm not familiar with the place you speak of. My master has not entered Republic space for some time, but there are others who may move more freely, who may have been responsible for such an act of destruction.
What do you mean?
There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same. The death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet
The Sith Tromavir. That's
you.
Look that up. The Sith Tromavir. I'll put the name in the description. That way you guys can look it up. What that is. It's basically a union of 3 Sith. But I'm not gonna say anything more. If you guys want to, just look it up.
I will answer what I can.
Is your master behind the destruction of Paragus? Tell me about your homeworld. I have heard your species is blind. How are you able to see?
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
You sound as if your sight, that sight is lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
Visara has a limited ability to see the Force. She has Force sight in first-person mode and can also use it as a Force power by spending Force points.
My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
When one endures, it gives hope to others and themselves.
Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this.
Okay, I think that's pretty much all I can say. Never mind, I'll go.
Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me?
No! I mean, because I believe you can be saved. I don't really know why. I try not to think about it. Why? It is the only that a weak servant is of no use at all. Surely the Sith has taught you that. Because I believe you can be saved.
You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
To help another is not weakness. It is strength. It is strength to them both. I have curious views of her, Sith. I do not understand where your power over the dark side comes from. You are too even-tempered and submissive for my tastes.
So you say. But it is not something I have observed or seen.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories. Or the planet itself.
Okay. We have spoken about. Let's go. Tell
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
Okay, kill on scale. I've seen similar acts of destruction at Malachor.
I've heard tales of Malachor. It is said that many of my people felt the end of the Mandalorian Wars from across the galaxy. But do not mistake me. I did not mean to draw comparisons between Qatar and Malachor. My homeworld still exists. It is intact.
If your homeworld was destroyed, how did you survive?
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
It's as if suddenly everything went silent.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of Qatar. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
You were the only survivor.
I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained. My master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world. And there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own. And he made me see. And for the first time, I saw the galaxy. And I wished to die.
He made you see?
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
And why did your master show you this? 'Cause he's a douche!
He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
Horse shit, I don't understand. It would have taken several Republic cruisers to destroy the surface of Qatar. How did your master destroy your homeworld? Never mind, I'll be going. Let's see, can I talk to you again?
My life.